Thanks again for inviting public comment. You deserve to take pride in Ridgefield's Moody's AAA rating. Out of 169 Connecticut municipalities, you are one of only 16 meriting this coveted rating. But then along came 2020, which, while now history, its effects will linger. Taxpayers are grateful that you managed to keep the mill rate flat, but not by keeping spending flat, increasing the town budget by $826,000 and the education budget by $1.7 million. Your job was eased a little by the swing to a decrease in debt service, which will decrease even more in 2022. This was clearly a time to justifiably use the undesignated fund to cushion spending increases. But having habitually budgeted over $1 million from the fund in previous years, you had to dig even deeper with a $3.5 million allocation. And now the Board of Selectmen has passed budgets to you for 2022 that compound spending, yet another $1.2 million increase in town spending, and another $3.5 million increase for education. But the rainy day fund can't take another $3.5 million hit, as the undesignated fund is already low compared to most standards and compared to AAA rated municipalities. Doing so could put the AAA rating at risk. Other municipalities with undesignated funds that range from 8 to 10% of annual expenses garner ratings as low as A1. A downgrade would be a psychological shock and embarrassment that can have tangible consequences on future borrowing. Since 2009, the population has been effectively flat. The per capita income has increased 11.4%, but taxes have increased at nearly twice the rate of income, divergent trends that are unsustainable. While we don't have data for 2020 yet, it would not be an exaggeration to expect it to be depressed by the drop in the number of employed people from 11,500 to 10,600, and the average unemployment rate has nearly doubled from 3% to 5.6%. Time prevents me from sharing recommendations here that are included in my memo to the Board of Finance. In brief, it recommends holding the town increase to the rate of inflation, increasing the education cost per pupil no more than 1.5 times the inflation rate, going cold turkey on the appropriated surplus funds, increasing taxes 2.6% instead of 5.4%, and thanks to a 1.9% increase in the grand list, increasing the mill rate less than 1% instead of 3.5%, or a mill rate increase of 0.25 mils instead of 1 mil. Oh, and one other thing. In December of 2019, Bloom Shapiro recommended that the town and Board of Education commissions a fraud risk assessment. If you've not done so already, this merits your attention, in particular, the millions of dollars that have been habitually encumbered by the Board of Education. Thank you for your volunteer service, your expertise, and for your time and consideration of these facts and suggestions.